You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. So I love the autumn or fall planting season because it's more decorating than anything else. I mean, it's in the spring, it's just everything is so bare. You're just trying to get the soil ready. Everything is so big and laborious. It's just clean up, pruning. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. It's beautiful, it's rewarding, it's healthy, it's therapeutic. I mean, there's a lot of good things, but the fall season has an element of that. But basically, the gardens still look really good. They're really full. They're still fertile. There's still lots of things growing. So, but I'm trying to make pockets of color. I've picked the pumpkins out of my patch and now I've got them by the front door and I'm decorating with those. And so it's much easier. I just cleared out all of that pumpkin vines are so easy to clear. Just one huge 20-foot vine, take it out of there and the whole garden's cleaned. It's super easy. And now I can accessorize with some mums or pansies or kale or violas, or I can put some broccoli, cauliflower. There's a whole series of plants you can put in to kind of fill in those little pockets, but it's not the same amount of work that you had in the spring. And so I'm doing a lot of that. I've cleared out, what did I clear out this week? Tomatillos are gone. A couple of tomatoes are, they're just kind of, I don't need any more. You're done. And you're taking over the entire garden. You're getting too big. Zucchinis, tomatillos, a few things. Peppers are still growing like crazy. So those things that are still producing, you're allowed to stay. Otherwise, I am quick. I mean, just quick to pull you right out of there. So I had some sunflowers. They were glorious. Not big, not that great big. This is unbelievable. An ornamental sunflower. It's beautiful. It probably had 30 blossoms on it. Yeah, but I just got tired of deadheading. I was deadheading the flowers to get it to bloom one last time. And I went, you know what? That's it. You're just too, I don't need a 4-foot wide plant in this container. It's taking over the whole patio. You're out of here. Put a little bit of fresh potting soil. And I put some beautiful blue kind of light sky blue pansies, mammoth pansies in there. They're filling out. They're just as happy as can be. They're going to fill out that entire container and be in full bloom for the rest of the year and into next year. Easily it will bloom till through next April or so, May. And so I'm just trying to be positioned like that around my ornamental or topiaried. I've got quite a few topiaried structured like junipers, pine trees. They're beautiful. They're pieces of art. I've trimmed those back so I can keep the shape. So I've got this a couple spirals on either side of the back patio. Looks on either side of the sofa. I mean, it looks beautiful outside. It looks like a living room. I don't want those topiaries to get out of shape. And so they're growing so fast. I just shaped them back up. I had some bacopas and some wave petunias at the base of them. I went, okay, you're kind of okay. There's a couple gaps. Do you know what? All you guys are out of here. Put a little bit of fresh potting soil in there, and I put some violas. So some beautiful, smaller pansy-looking things, or Johnny jump-ups is what your grandparents called them. So I'm actively trying to change out a few spots in my gardens to make room for these fall and winter plants. And so you can have beautiful, striking, stunning, glorious gardens year round. We don't have a break here. You can plant. I just got these beautiful hydrangeas, the best looking maple trees of the year just came in. So you can still plant those and they will actively root. And they'll give you this beautiful pop of color through really well into November. And so we don't really truly hard freeze until sometime in November. We don't get our first even inkling of some snow until December, really January. So it's kind of plenty of season. It's just so mild. It's so nice. But I like the autumn because it's more about decorating, kind of reassessing, cleaning things up. If you need to prune or shape things, go right ahead. What the book says is you can prune up to 10% of the foliage mass anytime you want. Dead of summer, fall, spring, whenever. The heavy, heavy pruning is done late winter, early spring. That's here in the mountains of Arizona. That's typically February, March. You're going to see in your garden stream going through your phone, through your Facebook, through your social media outlets, you're going to see people on TikTok telling you, "Oh, prune back your roses, prune them back now, fall plant, fall." Don't do that here in the mountains of Arizona. Don't listen to everything that comes across your feed. Some of it is totally wrong for here. It's right for Phoenix. It's correct for Tucson, Palm Springs, Southern California. It's not right for here. Here we wait to prune back our roses until March. And so don't be tempted to do too much. So I want to kick my phone or throw it sometimes. Going, what are they telling? People are going to be doing this. This is crazy. So, but you're tuned into here, the Mountain Gardener. You're watching the podcast or whatever, however you're taking in this content. It's for us. It's what I'm doing in my own yard. And I'd like my friends to have the same success I do. And so I share that information through my garden columns and my radio shows.
Watters Garden companion plants for September are Raywood ash, Russian sage, honeysuckle, and ivory feathers pampas grass.
Ivory feathers is a dwarf pampas grass that blends perfectly into desert landscapes.
The ivory plumes reach overhead height for architectural style around patios and ponds.
Well suited as a visual barrier or hedge in the far reaches of the yard.
You will find only the brightest grasses here at Watters Garden Center.
Shop in-store or online at watersgardencenter.com. For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Watters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.